Good afternoon, ladies, genderqueers, goths, and gamers. I'm Mary Jane Blank, and this is Painkiller. Welcome back to Hell and Painkiller. What? Got it. Got him. Got them. Yeah, got them. Got them. Gotham City, baby. Yeah, I'm just really stoned. It's almost 4:20, in fact. Oh wait, I want to be on the set. Shit, I forgot this was not arbitrary. Follow me? Wait, I wonder if I can kill. Can I kill? Kill? No, I didn't kill. I don't have an angle. I don't think I can get this fucker. Wait. I'm solid. I'm not bothering. 107 though. Seems a little low. It's weird. Okay. They're not doing anything weird, like following me. I don't know why they programmed it this way, where like they have like no-go zones. With the enemy no-go. Baby doodle-doo. Yeah, sorry. Like, so I'm experiencing like the existential ennui of the modern era. You know, I have figured out the ways in which the particular culture that I'm a part of. YouTube and like podcasts and shit. It's really funny, like the appeal of a podcast a lot of the time essentially is just like that it's fun to listen to people's conversations about like movies and stuff, especially like and current events. It's just sort of interesting hearing like people's analytic take. Especially based on what knowledge they have. It's really wild. It's really, I don't know. I'm really lucky. I'm really... Ooh, fuck. Wow. Yeah, I should really say... Woohoo! Murder. Especially since this game is a little bit problematic. I should say that I despise white supremacy. And that... Whoa. Whoa! That punching a Nazi is like that's just like that's just like step one, you know? That ain't even like all you can do. That's not even everything I'm okay with being done to an object. Shit. Yeah, but to be honest, if you have a genocidal rhetoric and you are willing to do anything, if you're like believe in eugenics, or you believe in racial hierarchies, then yeah, I fundamentally believe that you are an enemy of life. That, like, those kind of ways of thinking are, they, like, are not just, like, bad for, like, a person to think. They're, like, bad for everybody. Like, it's like, everything about it is just negative. It's a net negative for the world. That's why I don't believe in cleansing or ethnic states either. I'm not a big fan of, like, I'm not really a big fan of the liberal democracy I live in either. You know? It's fine. You know. It's no social democracy. It's no, like, it's fine. It's like, it's not good enough, but, you know, we're almost getting there. We're almost getting to the point where, like, people are really supported. That's the thing I think that's really fascinating. Really interesting things to think about. That's sort of my perspective is, like, I try to sort of see it that way, of, like, sort of what sort of, like, helps people, which is why I can take both radical and moderate positions. That's pretty much how I feel. Like, that's how I've become more moderate in my beliefs. It's not that my beliefs have actually changed. It's just that I see the value in more moderate positions. And so, like, because it's like, it's all about common goals and stuff like that. You know, like, and I want, like, so the way I was raised in, like, a sort of, in like, that American liberal kind of household kind of thing. You know, so I was raised both to distrust authority a little bit, and to believe in capitalism as, like, an accepted, like, ideology. You know, this is just the way things are. And then did that person just appear and run away from me? The fuck was that? That, like, I feel like I was hallucinating that. I'm gonna have to check the tape to see that again. Because that was really weird. No, I don't know, I think that happened. Give me, please. Please. Oh, actually not that far off. Actually suits these to aim way down. Who shot? Oh. Some fucking dingus shot the other one. Oh, nailed it! The ragdoll. The ragdolling is very appealing. That fucker is so far away. I don't even know if I can hit them. They're a little bit too far away. Even the explosives are a little bit too far away to try to hit. Okay. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Nailed it. Nobody died. Whoa! I just saw that coming to my face before I could react. I was like, whoa! What the hell? Where'd that come from? Oh, it came from those. I understand. Ah, okay, good. I already wasted it earlier, so I can't waste it twice. You can't waste it if you already use it. I'm a genius. You understand. I like those weird, like when you combine words like that. You understand. I think that's a kind of an Americanism kind of thing. I don't know though. Linguists out there, leave in the comments. Literally two of my favorite people in the world are linguists, or actually both aspiring linguists, want to go to school for linguistics. So, yeah, clearly it's something that like there is sort of something to that too. I guess like that's kind of the thing. It's not so much that it's really not a specific interest. No, I mean it kind of is. Like there are elements of language that are specifically interesting. Like I really like names. Like I like damonyms, which are, or I find damonyms interesting. Damonyms are what you call somebody from a specific place. So like I'm from Los Angeles, so my damonym is Angelina, for example. A person from Michigan is a Michigander, or I'm a Californian as well, so, which is the damonym for someone from California. And like my favorite damonym, because I found this is on Wikipedia and like random facts, because I look up cities and different places on Wikipedia as like I pretty much just do this really minimal minor research to sort of just kind of to have what I've got based in reality at least at all, you know? And so I'll definitely get somebody like hearing the kind of complaints I hear a lot of people get, like my mom talking about like how bad Hallmark movies treat medicine, how like it's always a bunch of complete bullshit, and because she knows enough about it to know that it's bullshit, she's just like, how do they get away with this? And I'm just like, yeah, they just do no research at all. You know, they just like, oh, I've heard those words, give it 80 milligrams of saline hyperpraline, stat. Aye, doctor. That one needs a second draft, probably. But what? Come on. Thank you. Yay! What? Oh wait, I want to go up here. Hey, I want to go up here because I want to get that health, please. Thank you. Health is good for me. I do like that. I saw that one spawn, but it's this is a no-go zone for some stupid reason. So they had to go over there. I guess just because it is a computer doesn't mean I have to treat it as such. I kind of do, though, in a way. Like, I do appreciate that at least, that in the plot of the game, it is sort of simulation. Like, it's like, you know, it's like hell, which... It's just sort of interesting, because it's like, yeah, I guess these are supposed to be actual places in hell, but, like, they are so unrelated to each other. Like, seriously. Like, these places don't connect at all. How the fuck does Snowy Bridge connect to the Opera House or the prison? How do those connect to, like, the graveyard in the first zone? Like, how did the first zone, connect to the second zone? Oh, the first zone connects to the second zone, God damn. You know, I gotta say, so yeah, if you listen to older stuff, like, it's fairly problematic, you know? A lot of issues. especially stuff made by white people. A lot of issues around racism. Absolutely. But, I will say though, if you kind of look at it for its time though, Tom Lehrer, hilarious. And even, I was gonna say, because he has this really, really hilarious song called National Brotherhood Week, but it's like really offensive by today's standards, but it's only because like, until like, well, fuck, damn it. Basically, until like 2015, it was okay to make really racist jokes, and so this is like his like 1950s or 60s sort of parody of that, you know, or yeah, it's like 60s like parody of that. This cheesy, old-timey piano parody, and the only line I remember I don't even want to repeat because it's just not worth repeating. So I'm instead gonna say, yeah, just respect all religions and people of all skin colors. Don't be a fucking Nazi. Nazis are death cults. Okay? They're a fucking conspiracy theory death cult. And, if you live like a Nazi, you will die like a Nazi. You will kill yourself, or you will be hung upside down like fucking Mussolini. That's not a direct threat. Those are just the facts. Sorry. Never heard of it. Nope, not that. I moved a little bit forward. Oh man, I'm wasting all my ammo on this tool. Okay. The music's even dying down, like. Nothing to see here. It's all right. Surfboard, skateboard. That'd be like my GeoCities password. Surfboard, skateboard. Actually, snowboard, skateboard. I did not snowboard. I skied once. It sucked horribly. And like biking, it was like this kind of thing where like the people who did it, like, it was like, they're like, yeah, getting injured is kind of just part of the experience you have to accept. But it meant that, like, I just associate biking with getting hurt. I just, like, I see a bike and I think if I ride a bike, I will get hurt. Because that was what happened. Because we quit when I got too injured. And I got so injured several times riding bikes when I was, like, 10, when I learned how to ride a bike. It sucked. So, yeah. That's why it's important. The kind of experiences, you gotta think about this kind of shit. It's important. That is exactly what happened. I fucking ass. That was my experience. Oh, come on. I just want one explosion. Who are you? Whoa, hello friend. Whoa! And then they ran over there? That sucks. What a weird and interesting thing. Uh-oh. Oh, it's that fool from downstairs. I see. I see you. Uh-oh. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck. Oh, hello. Excuse you. But I believe I have a giant... I have a phallic piece of wood with your name on it. There's only 2 people in this world right now that I have a real-life phallus for. And hopefully not forever. Not for long. I'm actually really hoping to try to get bottom surgery, which is exciting. It's actually very exciting, to be honest with you. Like, the idea of actually doing it, I'm really digging it. I'm really getting into it. It's like... yeah, the longer I'm on estrogen again, it's actually really fascinating because, like, I'm having a very different experience because I'm 5 years older. Or whatever, yeah, 5 years older. Jeez. It's all really crazy. And I was only off of it for a year, but, like, I feel very different. I feel very differently. Yeah, and I'm finally returning to being, like, more myself. Maybe that... Wow, maybe that is the thing. Shit. Well... You know, this is why... So, like... Part of the reason I want certain things to be normalized are because, like... I had questions as a kid that there were answers to. That the questions were just not asked or answered because of the stigma, okay? So stigma around being trans, stigma around mental illness. Like, there were commercials when I was a kid. When I was a kid is when they started having commercials for, like, Xanax on TV. I believe it was Xanax. It was either Xanax or something else like that. A antidepressant, being advertised on TV. And, like, there's this, my best friend also said she saw this too. There's this ad of this, like, little blob guy, and it's like, it describes the symptoms of depression, like, do you feel down, are you losing interest in things you used to like, do you feel like you don't have any energy, and it's like, you might have depression, and it was this kind of thing where, like, it was ironically not specifically even mental illness. Mental illness was clearly stigmatized when I was growing up in my family, but... Shit, fuck me. But it was like, going to a therapist was even stigmatized. And so it was like, which is ironic, because both my parents were psychologists, so that's a weird, like, is that like a self-burn? Is that like... I don't know. That's something that kind of fascinates me. Maybe I should do research into this. I've been thinking, about going to graduate school. Maybe for something. Or maybe a different thing. Or maybe something I haven't thought of yet either. Always a possibility still. But a third thing is definitely always a possibility. Damn. Like, so many perfect runs and then splat. Anyway. But one pathway that I've thought about, but I don't think I could pursue, is getting a psychology degree and qualifications so that I can be a therapist to other therapists. The only problem is, though, that I couldn't be a psychiatrist because I'd have to go to med school for that, which means, so I'm 31 right now, and so by the time I'd be done with med school, I would be 40. And that's kind of like compressing certain things. There's like a bunch of shit you have to do, like a residency. It is like, it's a long ass. But I'd have to be so the only difference between a psychologist and a psychiatrist is that those medical qualifications. So basically, you can get, to be a therapist, you can get different kinds of degrees, and that's why if you've ever been to different therapists, I've been to a few different therapists, or like if you've seen offices with different therapists, you'll see different kinds of degrees. They won't just have PhD, and they won't usually won't necessarily be doctors. But my current therapist is a psychotherapist, or is a psychiatrist and psychotherapist, but it only means that he's really good at describing and sort of acting out like symptoms to sort of like put things in perspective a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyway. So yeah, but maybe instead of trying to go down that path myself, I should research into, like I would love to try to research therapists whose clients are therapists. Like, there's sort of patient confidentiality that, like, I don't know exactly what I can learn. That's sort of the interesting thing. It's like, wait, what can I learn? It's like, the interesting thing too, there is a fact I hadn't really considered just now, which is that, like, doctor-patient confidentiality definitely goes both ways. Absolutely. If my experience is any indication, it should definitely go both ways. That's just that's my 2 cents. My nuisance of 2 cents. Nuisance of 2 cents. And yes, I'm trying to sound cute. I had a funny moment today where I was like, I think I'm so funny. She's like, oh, you are. I'm a regular at this, like strip mall zone, like, of restaurants that I go to, right? And so, I was talking to one of my pals there who, of course, because I smoke too much weed, I do not know the name of, nor have I ever asked. Capitalism de-alienating. Well, I mean, the explosion was cool. It did nothing for me, but I did enjoy it on principle. It was a fun explosion. I did enjoy the fun explosion. Oh, fuck, I'm trapped in the hole that killed me previously on Babylon 5. They're so bad. The grenades are, like, fucking pointless for some reason. I really don't understand why they made the grenades pointless. I mean, they're like... You have to be so precise that you have to kind of use it, like, when you're super close, and then it's like, wait, what? How the fuck does that make any sense? I hate this fucker! Just running between these 2 points, throw a star, run back. Throw a star, run back. It's like, come on. Get with the fucking burger. Fucker. You fucker. Motherfucker. So bad. God. I hate that. It's kind of funny. Especially because I want to, like, kind of write horror, like, books a little bit. Like, so it means that, like, I'm getting very comfortable thinking about things that make me uncomfortable. Like, I have, like, getting that, like, positive association where it's, like, something that freaks me out becomes something, like, interesting to sort of explore a little bit. Rather than something to just completely avoid because it terrifies me. Whoa! There's so many of them down there. Fuck. It's already been half a fucking hour. God damn it. And that's like 2 videos in this section of fucking alone, too. God damn it. Fuck me. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me. You know what? I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. What's Q do? Okay. Why does E do something to Q don't? Oh. I gotta try this one more time. I know this is really silly, really foolish and stupid, but I gotta just see. I gotta know. Oh man, I set the cart off when I wanted to go on the cart. Uh-oh. I wanted to know what it was like to ride the cart all the way through. Man, I don't even have an explosive to kill myself with. I can't even end it. I have to reload if I wanted to go back. I do like they did put a lot of thought. Like this is a good card game. Absolutely. No fucking question. This is not okay, anyway. Great. Good. Whatever. I'm not gonna beat this right now. Please have a good night. Don't smoke too much weed like me. Don't be like me. I smoked too much weed and I'm bad at video games. I hope you have a better night. And don't forget to love yourself and each other.